So I was wondering, what should I record today? Now I'm just downstairs chilling. I'm thinking, what the hell should I record today? And I'm thinking, and I'm literally watching YouTube on my TV. And I'm thinking, because I want to react to something about the NBA. And I think, well, why not react to the worst sports analyst of all time's takes? Now, I am obviously talking about Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless has zero IQ in his head. Zero IQ. Oh, I already said that. He has zero. He doesn't have a brain. Zero IQ. Waste of nut. What the hell? There's just too many. There's too many problems with them. There's too many problems with Skip Bayless, man. Now, I will be watching this whole entire video on Skip Bayless's worst takes, and I've seen some of these takes because they do put them on TikTok, and they put them like 1 through 5 Skip Bayless worst NBA takes, Skip Bayless, etc. But some of these I have not seen, and we will be reacting to them today. We will be calling him out on his dumb shit, on his stupid, takes, on whatever something he says. It's gonna be something stupid, and most of these are gonna be against LeBron because he's a LeBron hater. Where I'm a LeBron lover, so obviously we're not gonna. You feel me? We're not gonna click. So let's watch the video. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yo! The dang video, man. Gotta put in my headphones. My bad.
So, Stephen A., is LeBron James a first ballot Hall of Famer right now?
Without question. It's nothing to even think about.
Exactly.
It's one of the greatest players to have ever played the game.
Okay, my first problem with this question, before I get to you, Stephen A. Smith, is that, I think that Tiago Splitter is already a first ballot.
Oh my gosh. Like, I've seen this before, but it's kind of bewildering because it's like, you think Tiago Splitter would be someone who's actually like good and better than LeBron. Tiago Splitter averaged 8.3 points per game in his entire career. LeBron James have dropped 8 points maybe 2 or 3 times in his entire career. This guy averaged it for his entire career, and this guy thinks that he deserves to be a first ballot Hall of Famer over LeBron. This is 2012, 2013, 2014, or 2011. LeBron already had at least 1 or 2 MVPs at this point. What are you talking about?
Hall of Famer in the Basketball Hall of Fame, because everybody gets in. I think Carissa's going to get in due time. Stephen A. Smith will get in due time. Maybe. That's a big maybe. But I can't respect the criteria for getting into the Basketball Hall of Fame the way I can the Baseball and the Football Hall of Fame. So if I'm judging by
has nothing to do with basketball,
the baseball and football standards, there is no way that LeBron James is already a first ballot Hall of Famer. Do I have time to go into it? I don't think
he had 9 turnovers, so I'll give you that.
Hold on.
He was a disaster in the fourth quarter of that game. A disaster.
Okay, we're going to leave it right
I watched it with these 2 lazy, repaired eyes.
27, 19,
oh,
and 10.
please.
How was that awful?
You know what happened.
27, 19, and 10. He had 19 rebounds, bro.
You are disqualified now from talking about LeBron James as MVP because after what I saw yesterday, nobody who could be in the MVP conversation can get away with just taking a back seat in the fourth quarter to the other guy on his team. The MVP of the Cavs is this guy. It's Kyrie Irving. I would hate to see what would happen to LeBron without Kyrie right now because they might be closer to that team you were describing when Kyrie was there. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. No more MVP talk.
Game for your life. Pick your 5.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, I told you. I only need really one player on my team, and that's Michael Jordan. So, voila, here's my team. I'm going to have you
look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What is this pickup team? Michael Jordan and little straight scrubs and bums that could wash my shoes on a high school varsity team, bro. Tiago Splitter, as I was just mentioning earlier, Rasho Nestrovic, Kwame Brown, and Stanislav Medvedenko. Bro, who are these people, bro? These guys literally stayed in the NBA for maybe 8 years at most, bro. Who the fuck is Rasho Nestrovic, bro? Who is that? What team was he on? He had to be on an expansion team in the MJ era or something. Because whose mans is this, bro? He averaged a measly 7 points per game. We don't know who this is. He's not better than LeBron. Nobody on this list, not Michael Jordan is not better than LeBron. This has already been established. Nobody on this list is better than LeBron, bro. Period.
Read the names for me. Could you read my 4 teammates?
Oh my God.
I'm just in honor of you. I want you to
How
read.
could you go and be a? How can you call yourself a sports analyst after this, bro? This is blasphemous. What is this?
Kwame Brown and Slava Medvedenko.
It's Stanislav, actually.
Get the Stanislav.
Oh my God! That's a joke on me.
No,
that is a joke on me.
No, that's
That team could beat anybody because it's got Michael Jordan on it. I almost just put Michael Jordan solo on my team, just have a one-man show. But I thought, why not those other 4? Because they're 4 your all-time favorite
Let me
players.
treat the sport of basketball with the respect and deference it deserves. Because clearly you're blasphemy with that list. How could you show up on national TV and do such a thing? I mean, this isn't Halloween.
beat
This isn't
anybody.
Halloween. This is April
could
Fool's.
beat anybody.
This is
April 1st. You don't make a joke
2013.
like that. It's horrible.
LeBron already
That's a
has 2
horrible,
rings, 2
horrible
Finals
selection.
MVPs, and 4
9
MVPs.
National Football League teams that needed a quarterback last night passed on Johnny Manziel, starting with the Houston Texans, who will forever regret passing on Johnny Manziel. And in a minute, I will go right down the list of teams that will forever regret passing on Johnny Manziel, who pretty soon will change football life in Cleveland, Ohio. One day, I am predicting, Johnny Manziel will become even bigger in the city of Cleveland than his buddy and business partner LeBron James ever was in the city of Cleveland.
No.
Luke Walton was merely the son
No,
of the great
not
Bill
even
Walton,
close.
so that gives him some cachet, you know,
And
gives
what?
him some respect.
No.
Luke Walton was just a second. Luke Walton was a starter for 8 years alongside Kobe Bryant, and Luke Walton does have 2 rings to his credit, so he's only 1 short of LeBron. And
Stop it, Skip.
Wait a second.
Why'd you throw that in
Bro,
there?
Luke Walton, bro.
just for respect.
It's Luke
And
Walton. This man, when did he play, bro? Probably played in the 1970s.
MJ would beat LeBron James one-on-one right now.
Listen, you see the date up here? It says May 15, 2015. LeBron James was in the MVP. He was top 5 of the MVP race, probably top 3. And people legitimately thought, there's grown adults with apparently a brain up here, really thought MJ at whatever age he was at this point, maybe like 55, could be a 29-year-old LeBron James. In what world does this make sense? This makes 0 sense, bro. Bro, Michael Jordan in his prime is not sniffing LeBron James in his prime, bro. So why do you think a 55-year-old Michael Jordan can beat LeBron James in a 1v1? This is literally, LeBron James is not in his prime at this point, but he is still good, bro. He's still good. Way better than Michael Jordan will ever be, bro. Michael Jordan literally dodged LeBron James, bro. LeBron James didn't dodge, he didn't dodge Wemby. He didn't dodge Cooper Flag. He didn't dodge this whole entire stacked draft class. He didn't dodge AJ Dipupu. He didn't dodge Darren Peterson. He didn't dodge Yaxel. He didn't. Bro, you see, he's still in the NBA. MJ dodged LeBron, bro. When LeBron was born on December 30th, 1984, he felt a disturbance in the air. When was Michael Jordan drafted? I think he was drafted in 1984, 1985. He felt a disturbance in the air, and he said to himself that he was going to retire the year before LeBron got drafted to the NBA. That's what he said to himself. Stop acting like LeBron is not better than Michael Jordan. It's 2026. There's no argument for Michael Jordan to be better than LeBron James in any single circumstance possible, bro. This is blasphemous. This is absolutely blasphemous.
You hear that? 52 years old. They still think
There's 34% people in 2015 and May 15, 2015 thought Michael Jordan could beat LeBron James at 29. That was 29 years old compared to a 55-year-old Michael Jordan. Hey, prime Kyrie is putting Michael Jordan on the skates, bro. Literally slipping and sliding, bro. Did you see what Allen Iverson did to Michael Jordan with the simple crossover, bro? Bro, that's like high school JV move nowadays, bro. They literally spam that, bro, like it's 2K. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. What are you talking about, bro? Prime Kyrie is literally making MJ sniff the ground, bro. And, bro, MJ would literally be a water boy in today's era, bro. Stop playing, bro.
beat LeBron
Stop.
James right now. That's 34%. 54% say no, LeBron would win the matchup if it was one-on-one. Here's the kicker, though. and we're
One-on-one,
talking about a
2-on-1, 3.
specific age group.
One-on-one, 2v2, 3v3,
Look at this age group.
4v4,
They
5v5,
feel that if
LeBron
you're
James
between the
wins.
ages of 30 and 45 years old, 48% believe Jordan would take LeBron one-on-one. So, Skip, did the American people get it right?
He is one of the 34%.
The 34%. I mean, and what
How
we're saying
old is Skip
can
Bayless,
he
bro?
right now at 52
His
years old,
brain is
here, right
somehow
now.
fully
beat LeBron
developed at his
one-on-one?
age.
I mean, and beyond.
Doesn't
come
make
on.
sense.
You know, Stephen A.
Oh
Smith?
gosh, don't
You know, Stephen A.
don't
Smith.
do this.
You know,
You know?
he just
He
might.
just
Don't
might be
do-
able to
don't
do
do
it.
He just might
He
be
just
able
might
to.
do it. He might
I
be
say
able to.
that on this alone
Idiot.
and this alone, Michael Jordan could figure a way
Nope.
to beat a LeBron James
No.
who just might crumble under the pressure
Nope.
to beat his idol,
Not
the
even
greatest
close.
basketball player
Nope.
in the history of life.
Okay,
Nope.
so I just want to make sure we got this right.
Yes.
2 months, just give him 2 months, no cigars,
No
a
cigars,
diet change,
yep.
and trained by you
Yep.
specifically, and just with heart
Trained
and
by
head,
Skip
he'd be able
Bayless?
to do it. Those
He
are
would literally lose
intangible.
by 50,
So
bro.
that makes those
Okay.
34%.
Better off getting
That's
coached
a high
by, like,
number.
so
that
you
makes them
agree.
Anyone
correct.
else.
Okay.
I'm about to put Paul George in that category. I'm starting
In the
to see,
cleaner?
yes, I'm starting to see, by today's standards, cleaner capabilities from Paul George. And if I might, I'm also seeing them south of San Antonio in the city of Houston. James Harden is a bad man who is leading that basketball team in fourth quarter after fourth quarter after fourth quarter. I'm close to putting him in that category above Kevin Durant. This is all above Kevin. And the reason I can't put Steph Curry in there quite yet, he's just too little. I can't, because Kevin Durant, as we all know, he was born 6 feet.
Bro,
not,
he's
he didn't come
on
out
the Thunder
6'10",
at this
but he's
time,
got,
bro.
He's got,
I'm assuming
by
this is
gift,
2014,
6
15,
feet,
bro.
10
This is
inches, and what's
MVP
his
Steph,
wingspan,
bro.
7'7".
What is this dude
So,
talking about?
Again, can't put Steph in there yet just because of his size. And Damian Lillard is starting to threaten that category, also above Kevin Durant. So I named a whole bunch of dudes, but I gave you 4 that I definitely would put up there above Kevin in the cleaner category. Here's my problem. I'm all about fourth quarters, and we just gave
Van
the MVP to a
Vliet?
guy.
They gave a Finals MVP vote to Van Vliet. Fred of Van Vliet got a Finals MVP vote. That is absolutely embarrassing.
Who is not the closer for the Toronto Raptors, because Van Vliet
That
was
is
the closer, which
embarrassing.
is
That is
why Hubie
actually
said, I'm going to go with the closer. He closed again last night. And I'm about to smash your argument
Okay, go ahead.
into 1,000 pieces, because that shot was 1,000% luck. That was simply the luckiest shot that ever fell.
You can tell Skip Bayless is a 76ers fan, Philly fan. Buddy, just because your team got spanked does not mean it was a lucky shot. Even if it went to OT, Toronto is still winning, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, your guy Embiid, he went out sad, literally, bro. Literally.
To win a playoff game. Ever, ever, ever. In all my years, going back to covering the Lakers here in the middle 1970s, I've never seen a luckier shot that won a playoff game.
Why was it lucky?
Number 2 actually had the
Exactly. Look at how he dodged the
after the game,
question.
standing on the court in the post-game interview, to say that, I work on that shot every day in practice. No, you don't. Baloney.
How you call the man a liar?
I think it's my turn, and I think you're not going to interrupt me, because I didn't interrupt you after the early interruption.
Oh, okay.
Then I bided my time,
really?
and now it is my turn. There is no way he practices a shot to do that, because I could give him 100,000 shots, and he could not, again, make a shot do that, because it's almost physically impossible. How'd you like the end of Game 6 of the NBA Finals, the last minute? Remember that game?
Well, I loved the end of it. I actually was on the edge of my seat. Did I expect that to happen? No, I didn't, Skip. But you know what it's called?
Wait, was it LeBron who had those 2 late turnovers, then missed the tying 3?
Oh, my Lord.
And
You
somehow
gonna
the ball
actually go there,
bounced
Skip?
to
Let's go
Bosh.
there. Let's go there.
And it went to Ray Allen. Oh, Ray Allen made the 3 that
You know what?
saved LeBron's career.
Oh my gosh, people still, I can't believe people were actually saying this at the moment. They really tend to argue, they tend to forget that LeBron literally scored I think 10 or 18 straight points in that same quarter just for Ray Allen. Hey, Ray Allen that was his only points that entire game. That was his only points. 3 fucking points. That was his only points. Yes, it was clutch, but he didn't do anything besides that, bro. I'm not trying to downplay or discredit that 3. That 3 was very clutch, the most clutch 3-pointer of all time in NBA history. But bro, You tend to forget he didn't do anything on the court. That is literally Ray Allen. That is one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time. And he was, at that time of his career, no one was a better three-point shooter. Curry was not like that yet. But, bro, he didn't do anything. He literally scored 3 points. That was his only points in the game, if I'm not mistaken, bro. Like, what is this argument, bro?
You know why? Because you have no comeback.
What is this argument?
I'll let you off the hook here.
Wait a minute.
You got no comeback.
Wait a minute. I said you have to be able to play and be box office. You can't be box office but can't play. Don't you Are you trying to tell me in that same? You're gonna sit here. You're gonna sit. I swear. I'm standing up for this. I'm standing up for this.
Talk about
are you
Hollywood?
Gonna tell me?
Tim
Are you
Tebow's
gonna tell
Hollywood.
me that Tim Tebow deserves to be
a bigger
mentioned
draw
in the
than
same
Kobe
battle
Bryant is
than
right
Kobe
now.
Bryant?
He's a bigger draw than Kobe Bryant.
He's a bigger.
Yeah.
Go to break.
I got him.
I almost want to walk off this set right now. I can't believe this man just said this out of his mouth. You're telling me that
Marcellus Wiley in the house? We need to get Marcellus out.
Where is he?
He needs a blow.
Tim Tebow.
He's out.
Tim Tebow is more box office than Kobe Bryant.
Hey, yo.
Than Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
Is Tim Tebow more box office than LeBron?
I think so. It's the National Football League. Go look at the numbers. Go look at the numbers he did in his games last year.
Look at Skip Bayless's nonsense takes.
It's through the roof. Marcellus, get out here. I need some help.
I don't even talk.
Skip Bayless stopped people walking off set. That's how nonsense his takes are.
Avery Bradley was the
embarrassing.
GOAT. He was the GOAT for about 15 minutes. He had his 15 minutes of GOAT fame because he took a season-high 12 three-pointers, and he made a season-high 6 three-pointers. And if you want to guarantee me that Avery Bradley...
This is the week before the NBA shutdown. This is how you know, like, LeBron haters or just people who think they're funny trying to discredit the 2020 ring. Hey, buddy, the Clippers and the Bucks were top 3 favorites to win the entire finals that season, and along with the Lakers dismantled both the Bucks and the Clippers. LeBron scored 38 against the Clippers and 27 against the Bucks, or it might be vice versa, either one. But hey, he still scored at least 25 points in both games. Hey, I don't want to hear nothing. And they went into the bubble as the first seed. They were the first seed. They literally had an advantage. They were going to clinch home court. I promise you, they were going to clinch home court. And that home crowd with the Lakers before the NBA shut down, those were literally good fans that knew how to bring the energy with the Lakers, or to the Lakers, I mean. So to the bubble, they had no energy, so they had to make their own energy to keep playing in the game, bro. Like, this doesn't make sense. How can people try and discredit the 2020 bubble ring?
Each time these teams play from here on out, every other game will hit 6 threes. I will tell you that the Lakers will sweep the Clippers in the playoffs, because if he can keep making 6 a game, it will be 4-0 in the playoffs.
Play it again. Look who he's guarding, Skip. He's matched up with Kawhi Leonard. He helps off of Leonard to stop the penetration.
Okay, but he goes out and runs into Ginobili.
He stopped. That's a help and recover play.
Okay.
He stopped him, but his man is Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Okay, so
but they run together. He runs into Ginobili.
But he's just
but don't give me this Ginobili's going like this. Ginobili's protecting himself too. They run together.
He prevented him from making any play on the shooter.
He's not trying to make a play on the shooter. He's making a play. He's stopping Ginobili from going to the hole.
No, the play is
he's ultimately guarding. He has left his man. He is guarding. He's stopping the drive.
I participated in this kind of defense for 10 years in the NBA.
I've watched it for 30 years.
Help and recover. He wasn't guarding Ginobili.
30 years gone to waste.
He was helping to, till he picks up the penetration and gets to the next part of it is. When he passes it, you recover to the shooter.
There's no pick play. Ginobili's not trying to pick him. They run into each other. They run in. Ginobili puts his arms up to stop himself.
Very next step is going to be to step and extend on the shooter.
He's got a lane to go to Kawhi if he wants to go. And he flopped. You know why he couldn't go to Kawhi? He flopped. He flopped away, and I will say this. It's karmic justice, if you want to call it.
Can we respectfully disagree and move on to the Heat?
No.
Not on that one.
Why? This is good.
That's a clear-cut one to me.
No, I know.
You teach a 6-year-old that.
Okay, I know that. Okay, the point is they run face to face together, and he flopped.
You really think Ginobili didn't? You telling me right now, with your lying eyes, that
your self-proclaimed lying eyes.
Is that what you're talking about?
You're telling me right now that Manu Ginobili did not pass the ball and continue with his momentum in the direction
he had no
that
choice.
would prevent him from from getting to the corner?
Harden got in his way. They ran face-to-face together.
Oh, my
Ginobili is
goodness.
protecting himself,
Stephen
and
A.
Harden flops.
I don't know how you
Don't
do it.
ask for help.
I don't know how he does it.
Now, all that said,
See,
what
no one
Dwayne said
can like
about
because he just has
defining
zero
moment
IQ.
is sad.
Arguing, debating with Skip Bayless makes people's head hurt. That's why he's saying, I don't know how you do it, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith must have taken some like immune potion to headaches or something. When it's Skip Bayless, you know, making them creating the headaches. But hey, buddy, me listening to you right now is literally making me lose brain cells. How can let's see what he has to say about this. Because it's 2016.
But true. And I'll tell you why it's sad.
Why is it sad?
It took LeBron 13 NBA seasons to have his defining moment. It took a finals that looked like LeBron was going to lose to fall to 2-5 in NBA finals.
That doesn't even
And by
make
the way,
sense.
He wouldn't have even been 2-5 if not for the great Ray Allen,
Skip.
who
Oh
saved his
my
legacy. It was
gosh.
the greatest
I already
clutch shot
disproved
I
this.
ever saw. It was a finals-saving clutch shot. Am I right about that, Joy Taylor? Saved the day.
No, you're
Took
not, Joy.
LeBron off the hook. LeBron would have gone down.
Yo, none of y'all got ball knowledge, bro. How can y'all not know LeBron scored 18, 10 or 18 straight in that fourth quarter?
It saved LeBron's legacy.
Especially this woman in the back.
Hit that shot, we could have been talking
Shut
about right
up,
now
bro.
LeBron falling to 1-6 in the finals, and that wouldn't be a very defining moment to me.
Agree that LeBron is the best
Skip, there's nothing, anything,
one.
there's nothing defining in your career
in
ever.
NBA history.
You do? What happened? And because I believe this with all my heart and soul, that the guy who deserves to be number one on this list is the guy who is criminally underrated because he was the most boring superstar in the history of sports. Not just the NBA, it's Tim Duncan. He was boring. He was no Duncan, so he doesn't qualify for Sports Center highlights. But after they drafted him, you're right, he stepped on the floor and he was immediately better coming out of Wake Forest than David Robinson was. So they'd gone 20-62 the year before.
Bro, my camera!
Hurt, but boom, they take off, and a dynasty happened over the next 19 years. They made the playoffs every time. And what I loved about Tim Duncan was he stayed home the whole time. He didn't take his talents to South Beach and then back to Akron and blah, blah, blah. He stayed where he started and finished, and he was the leader of that franchise. And of the big three, he was by far the biggest of the big three. He was the superstar of that group, beyond Ginobili, beyond Tony Parker. And if you boil this down back to the greatest clutch shot that was ever made by Ray Allen, if you take that away, Tim Duncan would have been 6-0 in the NBA Finals. That is Jordan-esque. I got to 6-0. I will never forget what number 2 did to me and my San Antonio Spurs. He quit on my Spurs 2 years ago and quit his way right out of San Antonio. But you know what? Maybe it's time to forgive, to let it go, to let it be. Maybe it's time to do what number 2's Uncle Dennis asked me to do at the Manny Pacquiao fight back in August in Las Vegas on behalf of number 2. Uncle Dennis said, why don't you call him by his given name? So you know what? It's time. Here I go. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi.
Yo, this is a grown man. A grown man. Yo! A grown man having a temper tantrum. Like, just do what you're supposed to do, little guy. Yo, I don't know how long my camera glitched out there, but yeah, I'm added that out.